But they are giving pressure. Where is King Sack? Where is King Sack? I told them, no, guys, relax. King Sack is coming through. So just relax. And I'm sure now they will be happy to know that you are finally here.
It's quite strange that I've not been here since you guys started, right?
Yeah. I know.
I think there's timing for everything. Finally, I'm here.
I know.
Shouts to Zylofon. I appreciate the support all the time.
I know. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Now, DJ Sticker says he wants to welcome you in a more special way. So let's give him some maximum 10-15 minutes to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, DJ Sticker, up to you now. I hope the welcome is now enough for us to start vibing.
That was epic, man. I need that for my intro for Rapaholic. That was epic.
Yeah.
Boss, God bless you. I do appreciate it.
His name is DJ Sticker. And the poetry piece was given to us by a young guy called The Postman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
In fact, I have been keeping this poetry piece for almost about a year or so.
Wow.
It's
powerful.
Because it's given to me that anytime you come here, I should play this for you.
Thank you.
So I kept it safe. And yesterday, he just gave me a reminder that King Sack is coming tomorrow. I said, yeah, he's coming. I had actually lost it. The fact.
Wow.
So I told him to resend it. He got it for us, and today it is here. So I'm happy now you've listened to it. He'll be happy.
I loved it.
And he said you would need this for a Rapaholic intro.
Yes, this is very deep. Yeah.
No problem. I'm sure Angel will do.
Yes.
Will do the rest.
Exactly.
Welcome though.
Thank
In fact,
you.
we have been missing. You're always looking for an opportunity like this for us to do this. Now I see this interview like a 3 or 4 year interview you're about to do.
Oh wow. But me and you have had.
No, I know. We've had an interview before.
Yes.
That was my days at Plus.
Yes.
But ever since I came to Xylophone, the fans.
True.
Do you know sometimes they even thought there was an issue? Like,
no.
Yeah, maybe you have to tell them that there is no issue. That we are cool.
No issue. Yes.
Because I've been reading that because you hate Sarkodie, that's why he doesn't come on your show and say, oh my God.
No. You know how the fans react to
Even this morning, the pressure. They didn't want us to talk about any other thing, play any other song apart from Sarkodie's song. I said, no, it doesn't happen like that.
Big up Sack Nation. Yeah, man.
Sarkodie has not bought the station yet, so you guys should... You guys should take it down to. We have done the discussions about how much we can sell it to him. Then we can take it from there. But King, welcome. The no pressure feeling is all over the world.
Yes.
Now everywhere you pass, especially as much as music is concerned, everybody is talking no pressure.
Yes.
At least we have some bits and pieces about the No Pressure album already. The fact that you decided to name the album No Pressure because you think now, in fact, you don't need anyone to put you. To put any pressure on you.
Yes.
You've done enough. People should just relax and enjoy what you have been doing. But I still ask, why don't we get this opportunity to be talking? Why don't we get this opportunity to be talking to you all this while?
I don't know if there's a particular reason. I think it's just it has to happen. You know, I think, Boss, I mean, yourself, you want to reach out to me, I think it's always possible. You've been to the house.
Yeah.
We've sat down. We've had some. That ain't gonna be a you know, so
Zylofon.
Like, exactly. if we want to catch up, we'll definitely catch up. Just that maybe, I won't rule out the fact that I'm very, I don't know, I try to stay away a little bit from interviews, not because I feel like it's bad. It's just sometimes when I feel like I'm in a space where I don't want controversies or something picked out of what I say out of context, I make sure that I'm really ready to speak. Then I go in to speak. So it's not like I don't want to, go on the radio or, it just doesn't present itself at the right time. If I really want to speak and I feel like I'm in the right space, right frame of mind, I'll just have a conversation. Yes.
Sometimes I ask, is Sack still scared of controversies after all these years in this game?
No, not scared. It's just more of ruining a good energy around you. So it didn't start from just doing interviews. It has to do with even I have no notification unless I'm expecting a phone call or something, and I put on notification to be able to see it. So I never have things that would distract. Because in my career, you're dealing with the world, and everybody literally wants to reach out to say something. And there was a point where almost every time somebody has something negative to tell you, have you heard this? This is, and then it brings your spirit down. I mean, naturally, I hate negative energy. So if it's always, you can't find it always positive to the end, but at least you try to keep the little positivity around you, and that is what made me gradually move away from anything that will make me disturb the positive energy that I have. Yes.
So does this also affect even your friendship with some of your colleagues in the industry? Because obviously you go talk to someone, either someone will say something about another person which might get somewhere, put you into a discussion.
Yeah, if you're that type of a person, it would be hard for me to like keep up. You will notice that I don't maybe reach out that much. If I notice you're somebody who wants to discuss about other people and always talking about something very negative or dark, or I don't think I will entertain that. And I think friendship is way deeper than how we see it. It's hard to even call friends now, because the word friends, we just use it around just like that. But so I don't really have like friends. I just the people I have as friends are not even related in my line of work.
Okay,
a bit away from it. Yes.
Those in the business world.
Some, yes.
Yeah, because I saw on your birthday, I saw some of them around you.
So that's the typical circle around me, like 24/7. Those are the people they know. Because that was a surprise. So then they brought the people that they know they would think I would want to see. And that's the few people that you saw in the room.
I see. Yeah. Now, you did something in Kumasi, and I was very appreciative of you. When you saw your photo at the back of a commercial vehicle,
yes,
you were driving, but it still rolled down your glass and you took a video of the driver. Sometimes I see that after all the numbers, after all the people following King Sack, do you guys still appreciate the little things? Like someone posting you, someone putting your name here, putting your photo here.
Yes.
Do you guys still appreciate them like that?
Yes, because the core for doing music was not necessarily just to make it as a star and that's it. It doesn't end there. You appreciate the fact that the first time somebody listened to me, I appreciate it, and that's the same feeling I have till now. So anybody who plays the music, supports the brand, even criticized from a positive place, you can see when somebody's talking about you, it's not like they hate you. They literally care, and then they feel like they want to put their quota to your greatness. I appreciate all of that. So yeah, that was one of the scenes. It's not like the first time I've seen it. I always see it a lot.
Yeah.
But it depends. That mood, it was just a perfect time, and I felt like doing that at that point. Yeah.
And do you often do it, or it happened that day you were in that spirit?
Yeah, I can count how many times that.
Yo, boys.
Yeah, I think sometimes
when I'm especially
in Tema or somewhere, and the church drivers.
I hope you guys know him
just
anyway.
Fun for them to. If somebody has your picture on their car, at least it gives you an idea that they either appreciate you or love you. So if you're around, it wouldn't take anything from you to just let them see you that this is you.
I see. All right, so this is what we're going to do, because I want us to really spend time on the album. We will be listening to the songs on the album from time to time whilst we do our conversations around it. So guys, you guys are welcome to be part of this discussion. You can always drop your shout outs to King Sack. I'm not reading questions from you now. If you want to shout out the King, that is okay. King, which of the songs would pass as your favorite on the No Pressure album? Maybe we can start. We are not going to play it in no particular order. We are going to listen to them. And DJ Sticker, I hope you've done the cleaning already.
Okay, yes, I was about to say that. Honestly, I'm sorry. So when I record in the studio creatively, I think most artists would relate. You just want to say exactly what you want to say. Then afterwards, the technical bit is the engineer, the management, they go through beeping out or whatever that suits radio. Yes, so boss, I'm sorry, I gave you work, but did you have to like listen to, because even the producers, when I told them to do the clean version, they still weren't able to do 100.
Yeah.
You're done. Okay, I trust you, boss. So my favorite, I think it keeps changing. I was definitely into No Fugazi, but I think I love anything. Yes, anything is that I like.
What is making it change? What made it move from No Fugazi to anything?
I think I've loved anything for a very long time, because it was there before No Fugazi. So that fact that No Fugazi is new and it's fresh, I loved it. And then it was Afrobeat, but I was rapping. I was really, really rapping. It sounds like hip hop, but then it's still Afrobeat. It's new for me, so I loved it. But anything is more of the message in the music, and then the mood of the beat is very, it's very Sack like.
Now, is this album actually created for your hip hop lovers? Because I have seen some one or two comments, people who think that this is for the Sarkodie hip hop class.
Yes, not all the way, because I can say it's hip hop dominated, but it's not like 100% hip hop.
Exactly.
My previous album, which was Black Love was dominated by Afrobeat. And naturally, as a creative person, you get tired of sound. So none of my albums were back to back the same thing. So when I get frustrated, I can go in and do Mary, and then come out, and then it brings you back when you're back.
Did you say when you got frustrated?
Yeah, the inspiration came from grammar, but then I get. I don't know how to explain it. Every creative person can tell you that you can hit a block where you can't write anymore, and that means you are not challenging yourself. So then you have to switch and try something else. And then when you come back to rap, you appreciate it. Now that I've dropped this one, if I do a hip hop album again, my approach will be hard because now I'm about to do the same thing over again. But then if I go and try jazz and come back to this, then I'll appreciate it. So that's literally what I do when it has to do with sound. Yeah.
I see. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you can also watch us live on Zylofon TV. This is the review of the No Pressure album here on Zylofon FM Showbiz Agenda. All right, so for your information, because we would want you guys to go stream the album, we will be giving you just snippets of that. So maybe 2 minutes each will be okay. Okay, what do you think?
Yes, I agree.
Let's give them just some 2 minutes and we are good. Now, before DJ Sticker started playing it, we talked about how to edit it. And since the album came out, some of the reviews I have seen. One came from a gentleman in Kumasi who is also supporting the Kumerica agenda. I think his name is Portfolio, who was talking about the fact that King Sak is known with all the swear words in his rap songs. I don't know, when you hear some of these things, how do you respond to them?
Yes, I can. I agree to that. I think gradually it's hard because when you listen to hip hop so much, you get influenced by how free you want to speak. But definitely from where I'm from, it's not received well that way. So, and I think I've not lost that feeling of being an underground artist where I just want to rap and not think about whether it's going to be played on radio or not. So it's as much as you're moving from just an underground artist to become a commercial artist, that side doesn't go away. So I get it, but I think gradually most rappers who use curse words will understand what I'm saying. It's hard when you take it out. It takes the Exactly. But so that's the best thing you do is when you finish and then they can edit it. So I get it. But I think that's why I respect someone like Obrafo. He did it without, doing any of that, which I don't know how he did it, but he was still able to do it.
Okay.
And for I think any younger generation comes up with different stuff, and then we are way more free than like the people coming before me. They are saying stuff that even me, I get,
You get scared.
Exactly. So I think that's how it is. But then I get it as well that it has to be some moderation to it, and especially from where I'm from and considering my surroundings.
But does it sometimes disturb your writing, knowing that maybe a time will come that someone would need a clean version to play, just as you were even thinking about him? How was he able to do it?
Yes.
Does it sometimes disturb your writing?
When I'm writing, honestly, I don't think about these things. It doesn't come in until I'm done. And like sitting here now, knowing that they're about to play, then it comes to me. But I think comparing when I started to now, it's even getting better. So I believe in organic stuff. I don't think you should just wake up tomorrow and say this is what you're trying to do. It's going to be hard. It's like trying to do diet. You have to take your time, and then gradually you start appreciating veggies, and you don't even like meat no more. So I know with time it would go like fully. Now you feel like you don't even want to say it, because now I think compared to way back, I'm not saying some stuff and getting away with it. So it's getting better.
I see. Now in the hip hop world, are people so critical about lyrics?
Yes, because it's based on talking. It's like talking, so you have to have something to say.
Even in America, where their language is even like that.
Yes,
Wow.
I think that there are forms of it. So we have lyrical artists, who are really very lyrical. They can really put words together. And we have artists with good delivery, artists with good timing. So it depends what you possess, what your strong, what your strength is when it has to do with rap. We have a lot of artists who have great things they're talking about. When you read what they're talking about, when you read it, it's so deep, but when you hear it sonically, it doesn't please your ear.
Yeah.
So we have that, and then we have people who can really drop some nice flow without saying anything necessarily that deep, but then they can get away with it. And you have people who have all. The best scenario is if you're able to have all.
I see. Now in writing, I know since you started rap, one thing that fans have not stopped talking about is your blend of English and Tree. And now that the brand has actually catapulted to a level, when writing, do you still measure what percentage you do in Tree, what percentage you do in English?
Yes. So what does It's all influence. The more I travel and go out there, and you mingle with a lot of people, and you get influenced. There was a time where I was doing certain sounds which was influenced by Africa, not Ghana. So when I'm doing songs, I'm not too much thinking about somebody in Koko or who trying to understand
it,
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about somebody in Zimbabwe appreciating the music. But always you have to know that your core is your core. Regardless, J. Cole will have following from the States. People in Kumasi, they can listen to you, but they are not going to die for J. Cole, but they'll die for Sark. So you have to know where your stronghold is and not lose it. Because you think you want to go international, you're trying to lose the people who are really there for you. Because that's the natural Sarkodie. I speak Chi, and I relate to people who speak Chi. So I don't try to get away from that, but also it doesn't stop me from, trying to get some attention somewhere else. So it depends. The beats actually predicts how you attack them. There are certain tones, even in hip hop, there are certain type of hip hop that would never appeal to a typical Ghanaian. The tones. We have sounds that sonically it doesn't please the ear. As much as you term it as good music on the Grammy level, it's all perspective. Grammy is a perspective. That's somebody's scheme, and then they scale those songs as world music. But then that same world music, you can play it in Jamestown, and nobody would understand the beauty of the music. So it's all sonics.
Let's see. Now, DJ Sticker, let's listen to one of the people's favorites. That is Rollies and Cigars. Let's listen to that. Then we will continue with the conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is still the No Pressure review here on Showbiz Agenda. And remember, my favorite guys are also here. A time will come that they will also be putting in one or two. Kojo King, and then Mensa Chotome, Stephen Forsin, and Yao Gray. It's like that is one problem we are facing. When we have to do the reviews, your aggregators and your distributors go like, nah, you guys cannot play the songs like that. And they take off the streaming. I know as it stands now we are off, but maybe Emeka will do something to bring it back once again. But we are still live on TV. If you are closer to your TV, then you can move straight to TV. Now, King, let's talk about Rollies and Cigars. I know it is the people's favorite, but then it has some deep content in there. And sometimes I ask, should we take some of your words literally in your lyrics, or we should still take them as they come?
Depending on how it makes you feel or what it does for you. Because sometimes I say stuff not meaning how people took it, but then it's a positive way to them. So I'll leave it as that. But then if it's negative and I didn't mean it like that, then I might say, that's not what I meant. So I think rap, you just leave it. Sometimes you don't have to,
force
some
it.
You have to explain what you're saying, but sometimes it's just feel free and say a line that means a lot.
I see. So for instance, on Friday when we played this song first, the line where you said you talked about Jata cement and Gasem cement. Exdo had an issue with that line, thinking that no, this is bringing someone's business down in the name of raising another up. And I don't know whether there is a response to that.
I can see that. I think when I was done with the verse, honestly, when I was writing, I didn't think that way. When you're thinking bars, I was explaining something to someone yesterday that even Eminem, because I'm a rapper, Eminem has a lot of beefs. You know why? Because he would want to rhyme. So if a line can rhyme with Yao Gray, I might say not having a problem with Yao Gray, but I said now say, and I want to say Yao Gray. If you're Yao Gray committing and catch, but a buy and I'm not sure. So then when it comes out and then he hears it, I don't know.
Saka through short.
So but then it's how exactly. So rappers, Eminem has a lot of beefs because to me, boy, be the independent answer. So if we are like in maybe as some about the no share line be positive and no fun So I get it. It's when I was done, I thought about it, but then there's nothing personal. Definitely, we all use Gasem, but in the line. The Omanya like in a good but there's no beef. No.
So should they be offended? How would you deal with it?
If I the problem is I always take things as in how I would take it, because there are a lot of rappers that say stuff and put my name in until I see that you actually have a problem with me. I can never take that literally. That's how I see it all the time. So I think I remember one rapper, which I'm not going to mention the name. I think I was shooting and he was there, and I felt his energy was a bit off. I was on my video shoot and he was there. And then I think at the end of the video, he said he wanted to have a conversation with me. I took him to the side, and he started explaining that he's sorry. I swear that whatever he was talking about, I had no idea what he's saying. Said, oh, this is hip hop, and he did a song. And I'm like, I swear I don't even know
what you're talking
about. And maybe even if I had it, that is not how I took
you understood
it. Until I felt like you have a problem with me, then that's different. So that's how I take things literally. So, but I think that's a corporate body, so they would not take it as how hip hop would say. But as you have asked me, let me just use the opportunity to say that big shouts to Gassem. All my projects I do, I still use Gassem. So it's just rap. Sometimes you unfortunately, when you end up in a rap circle, this is what happens. You know, but I don't mean it like that.
But you see, you know the fear. These days, everyone is looking for the little opportunity for some hype.
Yes. It's good hype regardless.
Exactly. And so for some young boys at Gassem are planning that. This guy he mentioned here, a little letter in it to give them attention all over.
No, but we all know Gassem, and I still support Jatta regardless. Yes, I think if it's Ghanaian owned 100%, and I support Jatta, and I support.
So even that perception that it is a business, people should take it away from their minds that there is no business raising Jatta over Gassem.
No. It happens to be in a line. There are a lot of things that I said, even when I said UT Bank and Jumasweni. Now when the whole issues started happening with UT Bank, everybody said, and then and people thought maybe Amwabe had given me some money to say that. But this is literally me rapping and me knowing Amwabe. It just came in, and I said it.
I see. Now on the same song, I'm sure you talked about not doing friends, and you mentioned a certain Charles.
Yes.
Some people have read meanings to be our own Charles Niama Mensah.
Yes, same thing. So that when I was done with the music, when it came out, that was when it clicked. Brad Charles and Gas and all. You see, it's rhyme. You get it, and literally that was that. And I would understand if somebody would say, "Oh, you're lying. You're talking about but it's far from that.
It's far from that. It's far from it shouldn't be like that.
No, so I'm just clearing it just from today. Know why? Yes, exactly. People also they are maybe but normally it's just when you're lucky major, and when it's there. Angel can listen to some of the songs and really want me to take a line out, and as soon as that line comes out, and you mean exactly, but it's never personal. And Brad Charles is far from my brother.
Yeah. Okay, so the SM fans, you guys should know about this. Brad Charles it could even be some Charles that we don't know, or a non-existent Charles.
Exactly.
I see. Now, do you also mean it when you said now no friends, only rollies and cigars, like you are not doing friends anymore?
Is a state of mind, not necessarily like you are. That's what you're doing. Obviously, growing, you still have friends, people who want to be close to you. So, and you want to be close to other people as well. I'm just saying that I would rather prefer being in my corner. That's
I remember some time ago, someone like Edem was not happy with you because you refused to appear for his video shoot. I don't know if that issue is resolved now.
On my side, I don't think there's an issue. So, me personally, I don't think there's an issue.
Oh, okay. But he was on TV talking about the fact that even he tried calling you several times, you refused to respond to his calls.
Yeah, with the calls, then, the funny thing is when people say taking it personal, my mom has the same issue with me. Me by chance now because I never put the notification and I go on WhatsApp and you have a lot of messages. I don't that scale it through and I'll see then I go into have a conversation. But I really at a certain point I try not to keep up with picking calls and 24/7 unless maybe and I say I'm looking forward to do this, then I keep it on to keep up. So it's not, I can agree say probably he's been calling me and not getting through, but it's not just because it's him. It's a general thing.
But what really happened? Why were you missing in action for his video?
Honestly, I really don't want to speak on it because sometimes things happens, like when the Yemi Alade situation happened. I still can't play back to exactly what happened. So I would only have to agree with what the person is saying. even if it might not be true. But then because me Kaya, I don't know exactly how we played
what
out.
You say.
Whether I don't remember the day that maybe we were supposed to shoot. The last thing that I remember is we had to get styling for the shoot. From that, and sometimes what helps me is if Angel is the one dealing with it, it's easier because on Rebecca Chairman or say you have to go. But me director, some of my no cast is here. The next 2 hours, I'm doing it for so. You know, so it would be hard for me to speak on it because I don't remember the details to what happened. But if that's how he saw it, I just have to say that I'm sorry.
I see. Still on video shoot, a certain Nautica also came up with some allegations against you. Same way that you guys even got angry. As in the team sir got angry, and at the point even told him to take your verse out of the song. I don't know if you would want to respond to that as well.
Nah, not really. No.
But did that happen?
As in what happened?
And did you guys tell him to take your verse out of a song?
No, not me personally. No, I didn't say that.
You did not handle that.
No.
Angel did. I see. Okay, that's okay. Now, Sark, I'm sure we have been debating. Some people talk about no fugazi meaning fake and other things.
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you also explain that to us?
Yes, that could be a good explanation. Fake or something that doesn't exist.
Okay.
Yes.
So anytime someone sees something fake, we can say, Charlie, this one is wrong. Fugazi. Talking about fakery, we all know the Dr. UN story.
Yes.
Are you still keeping the trophy he gave you, or you've thrown it away?
I recently spoke about it that I think his approach to me was the wrong approach. If it was him, which obviously he knows that if he had approached anybody saying he has an award scheme, people might come, but it would take a lot to convince people to come. So I think if it's his award, as in him, his award, I think it's still good because that's him honoring you.
But as it stands now, he has not confirmed it was his award. He's still playing around.
Yeah,
he's still playing around the UN thing. Yeah.
If it's his award, I think it's worth still having.
So you still have it? It's not as if you've thrown it away. Have you packed it among your laurels as in your trophies?
So I get the facts right from him.
So it is still being kept somewhere.
Sure.
I understand.
Yeah.
But has it given you some caution around how you move now?
Yes.
Knowing that people might use your name to do some things that are not supposed to be done.
Yes. As much as you can try to prevent a whole lot, life still happens. You would have times where things would catch you off guard. You can't be too careful. That word is not even possible. You just try to be able to stay away from certain things, but I think things can happen. Yes.
I see. DJ Sticker, let's go on to do some more. What is next? Married to the Game. Yeah, Charlie, let's talk about features on the album now, because this one, the energy Casper brought on was crazy, man. What went into the selection of who got featured on the album?
It has to do with the music. If I hear the music and I feel like your voice will suit it, I'll reach out. Yes.
So in Ghana, we had Darko Vibes.
Yes, and Medical.
Kwesi Arthur. And
MOG Music.
MOG Music was also there, which I believe has been the people's favorite as well. The one with MOG. We will talk about that. Now, Sak, there's one thing the fans are doing, that is comparing the flow of yourself and Casper Nyovest.
Yes.
And I don't know whether it's a healthy thing the fans can do.
Yes, that's what rap is about. Rap can never be listened to just regular, unless you are talking about life. Even that one, they will still look at how you deliver it. So rap is always, it has that ear. You can. It's not jazz music just appreciating just the music. Rap is something that they have to appreciate the flow, lyrics, everything. So yeah.
Now, how they put it, can it sometimes bring troubles? Because I remember not long ago when I don't know whether I should call him one of your fans, made a tweet about Wale, that Sarkodie gave him a career. I saw your response that you were not too happy with it, even describing the act as damp. So when they start these comparisons, sometimes does it not create some confusion?
Honestly, if the opponent, or not the opponent, the other party involved doesn't care, because me, I wouldn't care. But if because he had to retweet for me to see it. When he did that, I know how that can go. If the person was just like me, who I know my people, so I will not even feed into it. But since he has done it, if I say nothing about it, I've seen something play out the same way before, and it didn't go well. So that's why I had to come in to also, speak on it. But on a regular day, if it's just me you're talking about, I don't care. But this is something beautiful that has happened organically. It wasn't forced. I didn't have to go through stuff. This superstar. I reached out in the DM. We had a conversation, and he also respected the music I do as well. It was so organic, it was so pure. Sent him 2 songs, and then he did that one and sent it back. So as beautiful as that was, if you are saying this to him, you can imagine how that makes him feel. So I wasn't gonna like respond if he did not.
So have you had a side discussion with Wale to find out he is comfortable and he's not maybe angry about that?
No, I think with energy sometimes you don't want to also fuel it. As much as he said it, I said something back, and he responded to someone about how I am as a person and how we connected. So I think I can only think that I think he's good.
I see. Yes. Now let's do a little bit of a discussion on VGMA. In fact, with the last edition as a case study. And then yeah, so we were behind it thinking, no, Sarkodie has gone mute on the VGMA, but as a matter of fact, we don't know what really was going on around your team and in you. With VGMA, did you go mute on it?
Mute as in not
even doing stuff about it for even the fans, because sometimes I interact. I'm a SAC native. Yes. Maybe you don't know. I'm a SAC native. I'm part of them. Our interaction was that no interest, because King is not showing any interest. King is not doing anything about it. So I'm asking, was it deliberate? Like this year, maybe I'm not interested in any awards. Then let them do their thing later.
Definitely not deliberate, but I think it's all stages in your life as a person. That's like what just happened, I think a week or 2 ago when I went to London. I was excited because I wasn't going there to go and perform. I was going there to be a creative director to the show, which was at this point in my career is the new high. That's when you're coming up, there are highs. It's like this when you're playing my songs on the radio. It's a high, but it's not the same as it was 10 years ago. When you hear a song on the radio, you even want to pack and go and listen how people are listening to the song and all that. So you go through that, and that not like you don't appreciate, it's just you want something else to be the new high, which at this point I don't think the awards are good, and that's we are doing. You have to be recognized that you did something, but it's not the same high as it was a couple years back. So I wouldn't say it was deliberate. It was just organically. That's how I felt. I just didn't. I was not, and I don't force stuff. Trying to hype it. Because people want you to hype it.
I see. But it affected the fans, because I know they would want you to win. That is all their dream. They would want you to win all the time. But since you are not showing any interest in it, they were also laid back. I know at a point some of them were confused. Should we continue to push it or we should not? So moving forward, do you still like it like that? That when you go mute, they also go mute, or they can still go ahead to do their things?
No, I think the fans are... I respect the fact that they follow my lead. On certain issues, I definitely want them to follow my lead. But they are also fans. They stand for something, and that's what makes them fans. So I can't come in their way and try to tell them how to move. I can only suggest sometimes and go like, can you guys go a little bit soft on this, because it might create a problem like this or whatever. But fans are fans. Fans are not supposed to be necessarily realistic. Fans, that's why they are fans. They love you and they want to see the best for you. So I don't think they can ever feel comfortable enough to say, oh, if they don't want you to do something, that means it's in the best interest for you. So what they decide, I still respect it.
Now, do you have an idea when this high or low thing for awards will end, or it's likely to
feel for? I'm not saying that you don't respect it or you don't need it. I'm just saying that naturally, it's like when I'm pushing a project, and it's nothing too new. The energy that I would use to even come up with marketing strategy is not the same, because you feel like it's the same thing. That doesn't mean you won't sell it regardless, So that's what I'm saying. It's not like I don't want it or I don't care, but it's just not the same feeling because those things, when I do it, it's actually organic. That's how I feel. I'm putting up banners, I'm doing this, like when I was dropping No Pressure, you can see I'm doing this.
We saw the energy.
Because I have a new project and I want to push it. Certainly usually be too scared. I will get to a point where even albums I don't want to drop it. But it's a high. I don't know how to explain it. You can't fake it. If you don't feel like it, you can't really do anything about it.
But now they're also expecting you to head towards the grand Grammys, and now that we even know Sony Music is now part of the business, this is a stepping stone to the Grammys. So I'm not sure the high will affect that level as well.
No, I think I will still keep working. I will still keep pushing myself. I actually believe in trusting the process, and I want Sark Nation, definitely. I know they want the best for me, and they know that I will not settle for less. I will definitely go. The pace might not be as on speed as you want it, but knowing myself, I will not settle for less. I met Ochame Kwame, I don't know whether it was last year or something, and then I saw him, he was so in shape. And I said, how old he is, and being in the game for this long, and still keeping up with how he looks. And I said to myself at that point, I was, I gained weight, and I was like, I don't think I can keep up. I think one day I'll just give up and just be because it's work.
Actually.
But you know what he told me, which is interesting, because I think Ochame Kwame is very deep. He sees stuff from a deep perspective, and he said, not knowing you as Sarkodie, but watching you from far, you're not somebody who can give up and let go. Which actually, when I play back my life, I've been like that. It's hard for me to settle for less. I'll definitely go for the highest level of what I want to do, but maybe the pace. And I also like it because a lot of artists have done a whole lot within a short period that now they have nothing to do again.
Yeah.
So for me to be here after 10 years and you still looking forward to me doing something, that's the interest in me doing the music that I'm doing. So if I do all this within this short while, what else is left for me to do? And people actually put me in a very old age category. I'm not. I still have time. So,
but sometimes you also say it in some of your rap. When you say you are a father, you are the father of all rappers.
Yeah, father's that's a figure of speech, right? you could be 15 and still possess a father. Exactly.
Now there is a concept ongoing in our music industry, because you are a content creator, where I wouldn't call them artists, where creative people or content creators, they sit to break down lyrics of artists. And I know your songs might have gone through some of these processes. Do you guys always feel comfortable when maybe the understanding the content creator is putting out might not be exactly what you wrote, but you will not be given the chance to maybe respond to or defend to it?
I think we have no control over that. So I just watch it as it happens. If somebody gets it right, cool. If they don't, that's cool too.
But are you enjoying the few you've seen? Maybe you've seen some one or two. Do you like them?
About the reaction to the music?
Yes, the reaction, the music breakdown.
I think that's a new trend now. And to me, that supports the music a lot. So I'm definitely up for it. I enjoy it. The fact that you made something and somebody is enjoying and interpreting. How do you say it?
Breaking it down, interpreting it. Yeah.
Yes. So I like it. I like the fact that they appreciate the music and they took the time to want to break it down for the people,
even when they do it negatively.
Yes. I think is somebody not liking something doesn't mean. You can see when somebody don't like you just for not liking you. But somebody could listen to a song that they don't like, which is that's why we have people to listen to music. You do it for people who appreciate it. Some people wouldn't. So that is also cool,
I see. Now, King, let's continue with our conversation whilst we still listen to the songs. Now, my next thing is, in your space, are there some secrets or some information that you wouldn't want to share, no matter what maybe your friendship with another artist will be? For instance, you just got a deal with Sony. Is this something you openly share with any artist, or there are some trade secrets that every artist should keep his?
When it has to do with the work, and if you're talking to a colleague who is also in the work, I think you could be open enough to have open conversations. But if you sit like a place like this, every business has their codes, which you can't speak on here. It's not right to have it openly. Okay. So there's limitations to it. Yes.
So when someone approaches that, okay, King Sark, I would want to get this knowledge, I would want to get this information, are you always available to help them?
Yeah, depending. Obviously, you would look at the person asking you if it's worth him having the information. Yes.
Because recently Shatawale put out a video talking about the fact that the young artists, the Yao Tog and the Amrados and the Kweku Flakes, they shouldn't pay attention to the industry, saying they are now the new lords, they have now taken over the industry, but they should rather come to you guys. He mentioned you, he mentioned Stoneboy, he mentioned himself that they should be coming to you. But I always ask, if they come, are you guys going to tell them every secret in the game?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your presentation would determine if you get something out, all that is like art. Is a quality that one possess, so I'm able to get information from Daddy Lumba because of my presentation, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of artists that will get close to him that they wouldn't get to that conversation. So I think your presentation would determine if Shatta would open up, or myself, I will open up. So if you come to me and I watch your presentation, I can't pinpoint exactly what I expect, but it's just natural. If you can feel it, the person can strip you naked from giving information. Yes.
And again, Shatta talked about decentralization of events, or better still shows. So I was happy when you took your album listening to, or a session of your album listening to Kumasi. Is it so easy maybe to do it elsewhere again? To do it, say, in Takoradi, Tamale, Ho, anywhere in Ghana?
I think businesses, obviously, that they would want to be on board. They say, let's say like a telco want to support, they look at the areas that you're going. If we want to deal with how much goes into doing a show, especially having the type of names you're talking about, you want to take it to somewhere like Obuasi. I can only imagine how they're going to be able to host that. So until you have an opportunity where things can be sorted smoothly for you and you can have a good show for your fans out there, I don't think any artist will say no to it. So it's just more of what it takes to be able to put up a show. Because as much as I want to go to Obuasi, I don't want to go and they will tell me that because the fans can not to even pay me the system, because you go to the difference, you go to the sound system and everything. At this point I'm not in the mood to try to make something work too much. At least the basics has to be sorted, which is always hard in those places. So if you have somebody to take care of all of that, I think every artist would be.
I believe Tilly Akuanipa so well.
Yes.
She has said several times that you have a way of making profanity sound so sweet in your songs.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. In fact, she thinks you are very, very dirty, but you do it so nice that even people who listen to the song, they wouldn't even know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is it the case?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because Jara, for instance, you listen to Jara, it's an adult language. Yeah, it is not for children at all. Very, very deep. But Kinsak doesn't want to comment on it. I've seen that. He wants to keep that one very, very secret. Okay, so at this stage, I'll introduce you guys. One question, one song, and we go through it. Kojo Kinsak, you are very close to Kinsak. So let's start. Let's continue like that.
Kinsak. Oh, this is great. The first time I saw him was at Kofodia Hotel Eridek.
Oh wow!
That was about some 15 years ago.
And I checked.
And Abeku Santana gave him a very grand welcome. Welcome the superstar after we've been enjoying on Kasari level.
Yeah.
And one of the episodes, I think Captain Planet
was in the studio.
So when he finished rapping, Dr. Duncan asked Captain Planet, how do you see this man? And Captain Planet was like, he's very good, but he mentions his name too much. That time 1 minute be an Sarkodie. And I love the answer Sad gave. He was like, yes, me can tree or say openina chenadrim, but me bombidina and mommy confidence.
Wow.
And that has been the thing that has worked for him is confidence throughout the Kasari days to date, and everything is sorted out. There's one thing that the new guys now, you in your case, you are an independent artist.
Yes.
And it's not the fact that there was nobody to invest in. If there was an investor, you would have loved that. But you happen to make it independently. I'm seeing a trend that most of the boys now, they want to be independent. But even you, at a point, you realize you need some brains behind you to catapult you to the next level. But it seems that now they all want to be independent at this level of this stage that they are now growing. Meaning they they want to move with their day ones.
Yes.
They don't want to get anybody to advise them because maybe they have the hit now, but somebody who can see from 10 years now what will happen. So what advice can you give to the authors, the black sheriffs, who are coming about this?
Yes, that's a very good question. So independence, I always preach that, but I think it's cut for certain type of people. I think we are all not the same. That doesn't, being independent doesn't mean getting signed to a label or having a team is wrong. You know, I think naturally myself, I was born as somebody who could pass to be a manager. Right? No, I think you have to know what you possess, because there's certain creative people who don't want to get involved in the back and forth on the other side, as in what the managers actually do, which I enjoy that. I have a team that deals with that, but I'm definitely hands-on. So it's naturally how I am as a person. So that, I think, brought about the fact that I could still survive being independent, because then all these meetings, I would still want to take them and go and sit in and have an idea. Some artists, which is, there's good and bad to everything, that can creep into creativity. It doesn't allow me to focus too much 100% on studio. You're trying to get involved in what Angel does sometimes. You know, Angel will be there, but then I also want to sit with him 24/7. So being independent, you have to possess certain qualities as a person to be able to do it to the best of it. If you don't possess it, it's not bad. That God created us all different. We have people who have serious talent, but might not necessarily have the skills of doing the other stuff that comes with it. Such a person, if you notice that, try to involve people to come in. You know, people who do whatever that would take whatever you're doing to the next level. So if you possess having the qualities of being an independent artist, thumbs up to that. I don't think that's bad. But then even independent artists, you still have to be building team, as he said. For me, there are levels that you want to get to. So if you get to any place where somebody can take you to that next level, and the only thing about creative business is that it's different from corporate a little bit. Corporate does strictly business. If you can't deliver, move. That's it. If you are in a corporate entity, they don't look at you as my friend, and you know. But creative business, psychologically, your friends keep you. You know, creative people need that. We need to see our day ones. We have our people around me, and it gives us a motivation to write. If you get strictly into people you don't know, it puts pressure on you. Angel wouldn't necessarily be necessarily harsh and waiting for something without understanding, because he knows me, he knows Michael. So definitely you need the day ones, and then you can add on people who are not necessarily day ones as agents or whoever to take you to the next level. So I believe in, if you want to be independent from now, you have to put in 1000% work. If not, then involve people.
I see. Now, King, let me do this follow-up. I know your desire to always support the new talent, but sometimes you make some moves and people read meanings into it, thinking that, oh, King Sark wants to get closer to them because the guys are now shining. When you hear some of these things, does it stop you from maybe doing it for the next person?
The best way to stop it from happening, or people having a perspective, is not to be successful. So if I wasn't successful, that would not be a conversation. It would always be, you know, they wouldn't even talk about it. So now people are finding ways and means on how you're able to do it. So anything that you're doing, they're trying to say, okay, this is it. This is why he's doing it. Okay, because he's endorsing this person, that is why he's still relevant. You know, naturally, I've been there before. I've been in studios. I think Yagre would know from when I started. You know, that people will walk in and see you sitting in front of the studio and go and record and come out. And now you are also a big artist. So I know what it would have taken for an artist to just say something on my song, or even introduce me to someone. I know how,
you know, the value of that.
So that feeling is still there. So if I don't mess with the music, I wouldn't necessarily try to act like I like it. You know, if I actually like it, then I don't know what stops me from, you know, putting it out there. It doesn't take anything away from me. So I will still do it. The only thing that kind of like affected what I was doing was the signing. So the signing puts pressure on me, as you know, people want to take away the beauty of what is happening and try to look for faults, and then I feel that it puts pressure on the artist as well. So for the best of all of us, what I can do is just keep doing what I'm doing. I would want to sign, but how it comes off, I'll rather support, and then you be independent, go get the work done. I'll put you on the platform. You just take it from there.
Now let me go on to Adam Mensah Chotome, who is a journalist at the New Times Corporation. Adam.
Chairman. King Sark.
His boss.
Well, I think I must say that over the years, Sarkodie has been an amazing brand in this kind of industry. Anytime I talk about brands, I'm comfortable using this brand
as a case study.
As a case study, and you can attest to that fact here.
I know.
And I think it is something good. He has done it well over the years, and big ups to you for doing well for yourself, and also that beautiful thing you've connected with the fans. I think you've really done well with Sac Native, and they have really been an instrumental part of your journey. When you celebrated your birthday not long ago, you posted some picture, and one of your fans, Flavian Kando, had this to say under your picture. King Sac, happy birthday. I'm a great fan, but I must admit, I don't like this side of you. Remember, you are a father now, so give Titi and Michael a better example. And she hashtag no pressure. I'm talking about a picture with cigar and smoke all over your face. What do you have to tell a fan like this and other fans who do not maybe like this news,
or who might not understand?
Who might not. What would you tell them?
Yes, I would first and foremost understand where the person is coming from. I wouldn't say he or she is wrong. There is a perception of the way that they see you, they perceive you to be, which that is a wrong representation in their eyes of what they see the Sarkodie brand to do. Certain examples for my kids and having that picture, I can see how they would do the connection, but I think parenting is a whole different conversation. You know, what I do at home, how I handle my family, nobody has an idea. I think that the whole process of me helping parenting, I've seen that a lot from parents that I've met. Will be to make a chance and banty and ask them, but whatever I say in the music is what they listen to. So I get it. Just once in a while, I'm also still human, and as much as I'm raising a whole generation, especially with the cigar conversation, I think I had it yesterday, for what it represents in my world. So I don't support smoking. I'm not a smoker who's like always having cigars, and I can see how they can see that because of the picture. It's my birthday. I had an amazing album done. I was through with it, and cigars is a sign of celebration, success. So that is basically what it was. It's not like and I get it because I did not caption that as well, you know, but sometimes it takes away from the picture being posted. So it's good that you're asking me today to talk about what it represented at the moment when I was doing it. But then again, to anybody who felt, you know, offended, it wasn't what they thought it was. And yes, I don't think people should go start smoking because they saw me with the picture with the cigar. Yeah.
To end on this, there are some free downloads of your album. Was it a plan from you?
No.
And secondly, there are people, some of your fans have sent me a message. They say they listen to some of your song, Hope, the one you recently did with Emoji. And there's been some prediction from Diana Samoa that you'll be a pastor one day. Do you at times in your small canal have that feeling?
Feeling
of God?
Feeling no, but thoughts.
Like Sax International Ministry.
No. Thought of definitely, because I'm the type of person that actually criticize myself a lot. I can look at myself as how a fan, like what the guy wrote, I can look at myself like that. So I think somebody who is self-aware in that way, I think you can be on a journey of trying to switch from something, you know. So I can see that there will be because sometimes I listen to stuff that I say personally in a song, and I'm like, this sounds so good, and the people are going to love it. But is it necessary? So maybe thinking like that, I can imagine a time coming where I'll be sieving it to a point where now, but it has to be organic. But I wouldn't rule that away that it could be. I don't know, but I don't think I'll be like a pastor opening a church or, you know, but it could be on the other side, seeing life differently.
Yeah,
yes.
I see. Thank you, Adam. Stephen Forsen, come through. He is the CEO of Create Concept and iPro Solutions. Big man.
King Sac.
Biggest boss.
King Sac. I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
I'm a very, very huge fan. And Angel knows that. All right, but I must say that I know we're talking about the No Pressure album.
Yes.
But I wanted to personally say this to you. that your Mary album to me is one of my all-time greatest albums in the whole wide world.
I agree.
And I listen to that anytime I'm traveling, especially doing a long journey. And with the shame that I started Accra to wherever I'm going. I believe I can sing almost every song.
Wow.
And it's amazing. Now let's come back to you right now. I think one thing that's one of your or some of your greatest attributes, I mean the source of your success from where I sit. I'm a leader myself, and I look at you and I think it is your leadership skills and your managerial skills. I look at the way you structure your whole, record label and your management and all that. I've met Angel a couple of times. We've discussed a couple of things, and I think it is your leadership qualities. I see a lot of myself in you, the way you want to get your hands dirty and all that. That's a sign of leadership. That's a sign of very good manager. And so big ups to you. I don't deny the fact at all when you say that you are a manager. You could have been yes, of course. A management is not something that is necessarily taught in school.
True. It's
something that is in it.
True.
You were born with it. Big ups. I don't want to ask you any question. I just want to give you a compliment and
thank you.
Let you know what you are doing. Sometimes you see people don't say to us enough what we are doing. That's what I want to say. And on the issue of the cigar, I definitely don't have a problem with it. I find it difficult that people have a problem with it. Unfortunately, like your answer yesterday, you live in a society. And obviously you understand that also very, very well. Unfortunately, I will say that again. Some people have to take it out of context. I understand cigar is a sign of success and celebration and all that, but unfortunately we live in a place where people like to interpret and impose their own shortcomings onto your own life. But I would also not want to bottle you up in this place we call let me choose my words very well, because I don't want to get into trouble. Oftentimes I get in trouble here when I speak my mind. I don't want us to bottle you into our own perceptions. I want you to look at the world as a global village. Ghana is just a 30 million people country. You get it? And the world is bigger. Always measure yourself with the world standards, because you are a global standard. Yes, we agree that you come from a country with cultures and ways of doing things, and that notwithstanding, I still want to see you out there, with the Jay-Z's and then the Kanye West. Because that, to me personally, that's how I see you. That's the level I place you. The Jay-Z's and the Kanye West. You've gone past this whole thing we have over here. That's where I want to see you. That's where I see you now, and that's where I want to see you.
I appreciate
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I agree. Come through.
Yo, man, Sark, big up.
How long have you known Sarkodie?
Forever.
And I must say, like, from day one, there's never been a doubt. Ever since we met.
Greatness.
I remember something, and I just want to share with him. I remember the first day we met, right? He walked to me straight and asked me a question. I think it was you and Wado Battle.
Okay.
At Adom FM. And that was Mobile Boys, our first ever interview. And Sak was there with Wado. And after they had their battle, I remember walking down the stairs, and Sak came to me and said, "Yeah, we didn't come." And I'm like, "What's up?" And he asked me, "What do you think about me and Wado?" I don't know if you remember that night. And I'm like, "You guys are dope together. Why don't you guys team up
to form a group?"
And let me say this: at that age, he said something that I always like. I've sat places and said this, and those people will attest to it. Like, anytime I say it on a level like, at that age, the mind he had. I told him, "Why don't you be a group?" And he said one thing to me. He said, "Gray, I would love to be in a group with Wado, but I had to say opisika unimsikape, and I mean so me pe enyom no more. Into no yetu no yenshia." Like I'm talking about like 15 years ago. He was like, "Unso no operon or piska." Me so media ne enjum.
Foliwa.
Until yemi no, I had to say, passion no enshia my yemi no enyenia. And ever since he said that, I've been using that, statement to do examples for people. Like Sarkodie is one of the examples I use when people want to tell you that when they ask you a question, what do you do apart from music?
True.
It's like you can't ask Sarkodie that question.
True.
You understand? And he defines that. He's become that person I always use as answer. Say ube bisa Sarkodie say Juma Ben why because of you say we do baby we do no. And when you see an upcoming artist coming in, they make you feel like it's not possible to put all your strength, focus and everything, saying I want to move this thing and I'm going to move it no matter what. Sarkodie has proven that. And I want to tell most artists say ya see baby say nyumana born we adwuma bika ho a wunya hwe enka. But I'm telling you, Sarkodie has proven, and I won't say just him, but I'll just mention his name for this context. It's possible to put all your strength, focus, mind, energy, time into something for it to become what you want to see it become. So, who are honumwa? Sa question. Yeah, the boa. I now what Kai Sarkodie say. Na Sarkodie so yeah Juma Ben.
Wow.
No, Sack. I don't want to agree fully. You might not know what investment he has.
No.
Afterwards.
But what is afterwards?
Because I can relate to Ministry, but I can relate to exactly what he's saying, which is so 100% true. I had that problem in the beginning when the BOB shares are a seminar and I said, "Oh, so yeah, no, it's true." And also, I'm fan of house. I won't just go woman so that. Says Anna, why who says skin him? I think be any BS skin him. Or the Nini be a to say we no bear. Overhead and uncle for Yaman who has started this key. What been Basanka be scabbed to me? I always seek a form to watch us or mono. She called me in Naya, so may see a public if you are confusion. Okay, I said, only be. So, but that's something that he thought about. So, as he's saying, the more I loved music, I had to learn how music can make you like survive. You see, I'm more calculation. Only say if you put out this amount of project, you have this amount of following to stream, you can be good. A comfortable life is not far from a musician.
Nice one. And I think you guys have proven it. At least for your peers, you guys have given confidence that one day it is not going to be how some of our old folks went out of the industry. They went out as paupers, and I'm not sure that is how we want it. You guys have proven it. So God bless you guys, and more grace to your elbows. Now, this is what we're going to do. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to play all 15 songs, but then there is one last one DJ Sticker would want to play. Then we would wrap up the review. I believe King Sack has promised us that he'll be coming from time to time. So, Sack, I've reserved some of the questions since you said. Yeah. King Sack, now we've done a lot for the people to go stream the album.
I appreciate so much. Thank you.
This is so good. This is so good, and I believe that after here we will be talking from time to time.
Yes.
So I don't pile up the questions. Where do you want the album to land? Like, what destination do you expect for the album finally? So I know it is early days yet though.
Yes, I expect all the songs to get to its full potential. So the melodies, the tones to the music, any ear that appreciates, whether being Ghanaian or wherever that you're from, I would pray that the song gets to that destination. And that is why this time around I'm actually moving a lot to push it out there. So I really want it to get to where it has to get to, regardless of where you are in the world.
Okay, I hear some people would want to do some presentations to you.
Okay.
All right. So a presentation certified by the team already. So let's see what it is we have there. And I've also heard Cheesy Pizza. They are on their way to deliver some pizza to you and your team.
Oh wow.
This is the main thing that I want to
Let him talk to the mic. Could you please let me listen to what he's saying? Let me listen to what he's saying. Yes, boss. What's your name?
My name is Ishmael, but the brand name is
yes. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
my real name is Ishmael. But the brand name is Afrohead.
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 Are you an artist? As in a visual. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I know about them. They do incredible stuff.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much, brother. I really do appreciate it. I see you support a lot, so I appreciate it.
Nice one. Thank you so much, Afrohead. And Sak, there is a gentleman here called Jay Zion. I heard you listen to a song on Hits FM yesterday.
Okay.
He would also want to come and pay homage to you. Yeah.
So that's the hip hop record they played yesterday.
Yeah. But Sak, let me get your opinion. What do you think about artists who come up sounding like the other one? What do you think about the Kweku Flake, Kwesiata example?
Yes, I think I came through kind of similar. I think that's how it is. You get,
guys, you can take it out. You can take the rubber out now, please. Take the rubber out now. Yeah.
You get inspired by artists that you look up to, then you find yourself with time. You know, but it's a beautiful thing. I was inspired by Obrafo, Okonfo Kwade, and Obo. Rap style wise, people actually don't know. My cadence was from Kwao.
I see.
Because Kwau's cadence on how he lands in the variety, and I brought it into tree. That's how I started. So to find yourself, it's always like that. But then gradually you start to move to sound like how you would want to be presented. So I definitely, when I heard, I think the intro of the song, I thought it was even me. So big ups, brother. Big ups.
I see. Jay, what are you telling Kisak? Our time is up.
I think right now I have to go and celebrate the national occasion now.
National what?
It's a national achievement for me. I don't think I need any award for this.
Wow.
I mean, for the year or throughout my lifetime, I think meeting you has been a blessing and inspiration. All of it has been from
I know.
I really prayed for His grace, and trust me, I'm seeing the manifestation of it.
I love that.
Wow.
I think He's an epitome of God's glory.
Wow. Thank you.
Oh, vibe. Okay, so let's do it this way. Put on this headphone. Sak, you can monitor him here as well. Please don't be touching the headphone. Don't be the microphones. Yes, don't be touching it. Yes. So put Jata, please come and help him get this headphone. Yes, good. So there is an instrumentation at the back, which is I think Coachella, eh?
You're on the spot. On the spot. The amount.
Oh, did you change the instrument? No, give me the Coachella instrumental. Are you comfortable with that? Or you want your instrumental?
Let me finish with mine then.
Okay, go back to it. Alright, so in some 1 minute, tell King Sak what you are known for.
Bless up, King. Jay Zion. Ready?
Come to the camp.
Jay. Over to me, ten, I no be handcuffed. Yeah, to me, boss, you where I stand up. Me, any feeling, no be long talk. Yeah, that's so come as I know a handcut. Shout out to my people with the high street. Where you freestyle bullet on the low key. Where you master, I know you never know me. I be Jay Zion, pull up on the DV. When your friends someone, I'm a fan of personal. Hey, you break fast, but the mama left in. Mama pressure, mama, you're emotional. I'm in love with the man, Sak thinking. Make you never trust my man day. So what try there, you go lock down. I be touchy with the highway. Time no day before have fun. Almost I'm a dear for a reason. If you're not meant to hold to me, near break. Come on to me to say prison. Man, I chance here, I'm a diagro. Mama who met to some low class. Again, damn it, to my glass and qua. Maybe energy capacity A+. I give it the whole lot. Step on the quota. To where they make for premium Makosa. Answer Makosa. Head of Medusa. Yeah, Mohammed Diagro. Get out the way now. Slow by show. I feel say you the whole bar. Started when I had to far from way back. God bless me, cause I prayed for favor. Hard work place, now we do it for paper. Promise on my enemy, I never gonna stop. And Yakasaka can be say me and the yo. Started from the bottom, so we heading to the top. This far by grace, man, I give it to the Lord. Promise on my enemy, I never gonna stop. And Yakasaka can be say me and the yo. Started from the bottom, so we heading to the top. This far by grace, yeah. till I be me rap. Send me real power, now my test it lab. Made them lyrical ability, they determine me black group. Send me drop here, now my 20 fast. Yeah, I represent the foresight. Back to back energy and all night. Cause I believe in myself when I'm alright. At your time, I hear that I've been home real life. Yeah, near what I dream. Near see when you so. Near do a tiger when you so. Ready as a Santa if you when you so. Near to my day, no will be ambo wabaso. Who none of this would be near thing. You need a honey say I saw a ding. Yano Masano Masana for a drink. You toothpaste cry, you get on a boarding. Sister Macho Kama traffic a beam. Bing Combo Bimba Mubiabe to team. Sika you sound see a sansu to team. Yasaben Crane, Yatia Hate, we can show you the stardom in gallery. Started the hell out in cavalry. Kasaba we sell out for salary. I'm getting some salary for Malawi. Generally changing the level, so now and then I'm breaking the protocols, no offense. Let the people know it's time at 10. Try to take you back for 9 and 10. Kwame, come around, let's take a toast. Pull out some pictures and make a post. Believe in the vision and getting me out there. Man, you blow my mind, I'm overdose. Yeah, yearning for success. A lot of energy is needed to do it, so try to find a way to fix it. Let's fix it. Yeah, they started with the ranking. No formula but call motivation. Many times I'm in time vacation. But the rap go me to miss a quotation a whole lot. Then my man to me come to suicide. No way, slow down. Never send me for help and I don't want to be left out. Cause you say me real but you counterfeit. So you let me flow now you can't practice. Maybe say why to the sun rises. Some of them will point to high tension. You say me real but you counterfeit. So you let me flow now you can't practice. Maybe say why to the sun rises. Some of them will point to high tension. Me because I'm a talking will be as my force. Me to rap no hope and I'm no one who can't santa. Once will be as my trust. My shadow and me press me the flow. The go my gas my charge but never try me near so Brian. Some necessary nice me near be until the muka can maintain you. Yeah. So we be na sabo kwa bonte. Yeah, go tap in the in the family I want to go
Jay Zion, man. Sak, thank you so much for your time. I'm sure you can talk to Sak natives and let's wrap up. Our time is up.
Yeah, but first off, that was sick. That was sick. The energy, the hunger in it, that's was needed at this point. And God bless you. God supports everything that you're doing. I hope Sak Nation will also support what you're doing. I appreciate you. Bless you.
Thank you so much.
Big shouts to the fans. Big shouts to Zylofon, all the pundits. The album is out. You guys should go stream. Already I'm loving the feedback. The numbers are doing great. And so Friday I have some visuals for Sak Nation. So Friday I'm definitely dropping a visual for them.
Okay.
And yes.
And one of my pundits here, Samir Rasta, sent a message that if you don't do a video for I'll Be There, he will not be happy with you at all.
It's a must. That song has to be with a video. Yes, so that's coming as well.
And that